Hey folks, Scott Rinehart here. Today we're continuing our discussion on the election and the stock market. Here in the last couple of weeks, we talked a little bit about how the election has affected the market during an election year. Then we talked about how the presidency has affected the stock market. And, I think our conclusion was that there hasn't been a huge effect on who the president is and how the stock market is done. It's done well under both parties. So today we're going to look at Congress and how Congress factors into the equation. So first thing I looked at is stock market better under a unified government or a divided government? So unified meaning that it's all Republicans, the House, Senate, presidency, all Republicans or all Democrats. And I was surprised to learn that the market likes unified government with an average return of 14.5%. And it did not matter whether it was Republicans or Democrats. It was the same percentage, which is a crazy coincidence. But I think that goes into what we've learned in the past, that there's so many other variables that affect the market that who our politicians are is only just one small piece. But divided government still did well, 9.7% return with divided government with a Democratic president. Kind of having the edge at a 15.9% return. So then I took the president out of the equation and I just wanted to look at what has the market done under different Congresses and different Congress makeup. So if both bodies of Congress were Republicans, the market averaged 13.4%. If both bodies were Democrats, it was 10.7%. But gridlock has meant good stock market returns, really good, 17.2% for a split Congress. So I think this is probably because the market likes there to be checks and balances. It likes the fact that if the House passes something, you got a new party in the Senate to put some checks and balances on whatever the House passes. So historically, the market has much preferred a split Congress over, a unified one. But then I was wondering, okay, what did it look like here recently? Because as we know, times have changed a little bit. So I just wanted to look at the last 8 Congresses and what that's looked like. So 2007 through 2009, Democrats across the board. I don't think we can put too much blame on them. This was the great financial crisis. Same way we can't really blame George W. Bush too much for that. Depending on what your opinion is of all that. But, so 2007 through 2010, when Democrats ran both, 2015 through 2018, when it was Republicans holding both, it was a respectable 32.2% return. But then you look at when it was split. So 2011 through 2015, the market was up almost 70% during that split Congress. And then again, right now, times we're in at the moment where Republicans have the Senate, Democrats the House, the market's up 41% already, and we're just a year and a half into it. So key takeaways here that honestly, Congress probably matters a little bit more than who the president is. And a split Congress has beat a unified Congress. Now, just because that's what the historics have said does not mean history is going to repeat itself. These are just one factor into how you should invest. One thing we're going to look at next week is how specific sectors inside of the stock market performed under different presidents and Congresses. So we'll see what that looks like. And if you have any questions between now and then, you know where to find us, 844-CARLSON or carlsonfinancial.com. Thanks, and have a good rest of your day.